Test, test, test. Do, 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 do. How's the audio? How's the audio? Test, test, test. Beep doop beep doop 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 doop. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Alright. Alright. Hello everyone to a new stream. It's Friday, my dudes. So, today we're playing Minecraft again. Finishing our trend of a topic a week. In this case, Minecraft building. We're back at the Hypixel server. And I decided that we're gonna make a new plot. A new housing plot. We saw my city of Mistcliff, the steampunk city in the fjords. So I think today we're going to build something different. Yeah. So if we just try to transition like so. There we go. I've been trying to balance the audio so we can hear Hypixel's server music, because I think it's pretty good, and it gives us a little bit of a change of pace from the lo-fi hip-hop. Hope I sound okay. I'm trying a background noise mitigator filter. But let's see. Let's get some introduction away. This is the default theme island for the server plots. You start out in this hot air balloon. You adhere to your carpenter down the steps, and this is what greets you. You can only build what's inside the red circles. So I can place grass along here, but I can place it out here, I guess. Huh. Oh, I think the reason is that is because I have bought the outside expansions with Mystery Dust in a nether plot, so it's giving me in all of the plots. That's my guess. I'm new to this multiple housing thing. I built my City of Mistcliff before there were multiple housing plots. Let's see. We go to our housing menu, we can see some options that we have to choose to customize our place. So we have Pro Tools, like region selection, cut, copy, paste, undo, fill, and set. So we can mess around with terraforming the world. That might be pretty interesting. We can try and build something rather elaborate, and even like hollow out some of the underground so we can work like that. That actually might not be a bad idea. Just kind of brainstorming what kind of things we want to build. We have, let's see, we can do themes where you can choose what kind of outside we want. I have a lot of themes from my time on Hypixel. Not every theme though. Like there are some exclusive themes that I don't have. Let's try like and do Enchanted Forest. Let's see what we can see what that's like. Yeah, there we go. You see that? We've gotten rid of the red border. Probably there we go. This is the accurate red border. This is where we can build inside. Let's see what other themes we have. We can do an aquatic theme. This kind of makes it seem like an ocean floor. That's kind of cool. These are in the common themes though. You can skip ahead a little bit more to these blue themes. These are the more these are rarer unlocks. So like here's a familiar mushroom theme that we could use if we wanted to recreate our mushroom city. Yep, look at these wonderful mushrooms. Let's see, this is a basic theme. I haven't seen this. Oh, yeah, this is pretty basic. Let's see. Skip ahead. Oh, we have a Parthenon theme. Huh? Oh, I haven't unlocked it. We could craft it though. Sure. We have plenty of dust. Oh, and I guess we have to click it again to use it. There we go. Parthenon. Woo! This is very elaborate. Nice for a Greek build. not sure if it's the kind of aesthetic we want to go for, but it is pretty cool to at least see it. Let's keep going. And go here. We can have, say, another theme. Oh, there we go. We had to change the dimension so we get a red sky. Yeah, it's all fire, tough to see. And the end theme is probably going to be much the same way, but with the darkness of space. Let's quickly go ahead. Ooh, a crystals theme. Back to the overworld. Ooh, this is very interesting. Got like floating geodes and crystals with quartz. This is certainly interesting. I'm not sure if it fits the aesthetic we want to go for, but we're still thinking. Go back to themes. We've got a town square, future tech, space dock, Venice Opera neighborhood, Amiri temple. I don't have those themes. I can buy them with dust. I have plenty of dust though, so I could do that. Gothic facade, palace, Paris, tropical paradise. And then here we have the legendary themes. Like vanilla, courtyard, cursed cove, Burnwood, docks, gladiator. I don't have those yet. Let's buy a gothic facade. I wonder what that looks like. Right. Whoa! Yep, this is pretty gothic. Wow. You know, I'm not even sure what kind of thing you can build in the line in a build like this, because everything is so tall and elaborate. You'd have to build something that makes sense almost. I'm not sure what you could build inside this area that would do this with justice. Hold on, let me just clear out some of this. You can see that in this area, the red line would be filled with andesite. So, I'm actually going to test this. I'm going to go to our Pro Tools, do set. Hold on, let's see. Pro Tools, we have region select, set, fill, undo, paste, copy, and cut. Well, we don't have all of the ways of using world edit, so we don't have a wand that we can paint with. I'm just gonna build up like this and see how tall we can make this. Alright, so this is as tall as we can make it. So the outside of this plot definitely kind of dwarfs whatever we build in this. Let's actually keep this pillar here. Just so that we can have a sense of scale with some of the other themes. Let's move to, like, docks. Let's buy Christ Cove and docks. Right, let's give them a try. Right. What does this look like? Ah, Christ Cove. Like a Pirates of the Caribbean Port Royal. Yeah, this is a cool place. Though considering the pirate ship is off there, not sure what you could fit in here besides like a town center or an extension of the port. Seems a little bit specific. Let's move to the docks. How is this different from the Christ Cove? This seems like a classier establishment. The world isn't loading on the... Ah, here we go. We got a flying ship with little things. This is like a steampunk. It's like a sci-fi steampunk. Like Treasure Planet almost. I like this place a lot. Yeah, is the blue and the blue wool and the sandstone blocks work really nice together. And we got a lot of steampunk. I almost want to move to my city of Mistcliff and move and change that up to be in this theme. This is really cool. We've already done a theme. Steampunk. So I think doing another steampunk build wouldn't be particularly amazing. What's future tech? Maybe we can do something sci-fi. Ooh. This is very cool. Yeah, it's like we've got, this looks like some kind of, space shuttle moving through a force field, I imagine. And it's all in this big dome. Yeah. This is kind of cool as well. I'm not sure what we could build in the center of this, besides like one large building. Which is another thing to consider. Should we build one large building or a bunch of smaller buildings? Actually, we can settle this. We use our Pro Tools. We use our region selection. If I dig down like this, read 1. It's our position A. This is our position B. Actually, I think that might get rid of the very bottom layer as well. Let's... Alright, we do that. We move to our settings where we have our cut tool. We can cut. Oops. There we go. Here's roughly all of the space we have to work with. Yeah, we can't build any lower. So, assuming this is as low as we can go, this is as tall as we can go, what we can consider in a build like this. So, for one thing, the spaceport does not have any building underneath it. So we'd have to move one block inwards to get a wall if we wanted to use the underground. And we wouldn't be able to have any windows out here because the scenery doesn't extend. Now let's move back to one of these classy legendary themes. Oh, let me show you Tenshu. This is a really good build. It is... Ta-da! It's like, a wuxia temple. I say wuxia because it certainly has an aesthetic similar... That's kind of a conglomerate of Chinese, Korean, and Japanese aesthetic. I don't want to say too strongly if it's more like one than the other, for fear of being wrong. So Tenshu just kind of makes me think, yeah, this is if you want that kind of aesthetic. So yeah, it's like this has walls underneath of dirt that you can't build through. And it has its own floor, so we can go one deeper if we wanted to just have a stone floor. But if we wanted to pave it in some way, then we'd have to make this floor. Right. So... had a few different ideas of what we could do. I thought about doing something rather technical and or like technological and sci-fi, which would be a bit of a contrast from the rustic steampunk that I've done. And it wouldn't be very organic like I've done with the mushroom. Another thing I thought of was some kind of underwater build, but we don't have a lot of themes based around underwater aside from the aquatic theme. But the aquatic theme doesn't have like ambient water, if that makes sense. Let's get space dock. What does space dock look like? How is it different from the space station, the future tech? Ooh, this is all underground in one build. Awesome. It's got one large build right here with ice, I guess to represent that kind of force field. This would be pretty good if we wanted to make like one big space ship. We wouldn't be able to do too much with the underground because it would all be suspended. And also it'd be almost all interiors. Sorry. Tapped out by accident. I'm back. If we did something like... Center is... right here. Right. So this is one forward from the very center. if we wanted to have it fully suspended and feel like it can fit through here, we probably want it to start around here, like so. We'd want as much space as possible, so we'd want it to go all the way out like so. Yep. That probably would feel a little bit too close to this very end, like we didn't park it efficiently. So if we cut off a little bit like that, that seems a little better. And many spaceships go out like so as well, but I think coming through this door, we'd want something that isn't as wide as it is long. That usually fits a good aesthetic for spaceships. So actually we can make sure it's symmetrical by doing our region select. We can cut. Or no. We type in slash undo. There we go. And use our copy. If we copy 1, we do paste. Whoops. Well, that wasn't what I intended, but it does let us know that I was right on this side for scale. I just had one block off. Yeah, this would be roughly symmetrical to how it would be. And we can build out like this to make sure that it isn't, I didn't accidentally make it a square. Now we're pretty good on length from this side. And relative to this side, because we did make it shorter on one side than the other. Yeah, that would look good for a spaceship. Now, the thing about a spaceship though is that we'd want to make sure it would have enough space inside of it for a number of different rooms. I think we could make use of, but because we have so much space and we're only using a fraction of the space of the rest of the ship, I think we could make things work. Yeah, let's make a spaceship. I have just the spaceship in mind. Hold on, let me just pull up a reference. Doop 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 doop. Doodly doo 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 doo. Do 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 do. Let me just make sure that nothing goes wrong. And just set the loading. We'll be right back. Pulling up an image. Won't be another moment longer. Just gotta move it into OBS. Alright, here we go. What is on screen now is a image of a gummy ship from Kingdom Hearts. It's an Endymion. The Endymion is based off of another ship of the same name, or another ship called the I think it's the Einhander from a Square Enix game called Endymion. So I think it's a really fun design. Let me just pull up larger on my side. Making sure nothing goes wrong again. Pardon me. Okay, so that's what we're building. Just gotta think about how to... It's got a lot of fun, odd shapes. So, I think we can start. I'm gonna use a block that I'm definitely not gonna use for the rest of the build, so we can do our draft. Gold blocks work pretty nicely. So, start like this. I think I want the top of the wing-like engines to be about here. They're also... So the tops of it are a bit like so. And we do the same thing on this side. We're 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Go. Oh. I forgot to transition. There we go. We're back. Sorry. Alright, so this is where I was talking about. We branch out the tops, so the rather triangular parts of the wing-like engines are about this level and this far apart. I think we'll have plenty of room to have the rest of the ship and enough room on the insides so we can have space to move around and put things in. Kingdom Hearts doesn't give us the interior of the Endymion Gunman ship, so we'd be doing a lot of improv. But now that we're way up here, actually this is a little bit taller than the rest of this force field, so we're going to bring this down a notch. Yeah, I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. Now for the rest of the ship. Let's see. I think the tops of the wings are going to be about like so. Let's see how this compares to the central line. Another good reason of using something like gold or diamond for your building is because it has a nice tile appearance, so you can tell at a glance how many blocks something is long. This is 3, 6, 9, 8 blocks away from the center. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then it's 5 blocks long. And I made this a little bit too wide, so there we go. That's about right, I think. Probably not going to build in like that. Now for how tall we want it. The Endymion's a pretty tall ship. Well, kind of tall in my reference art. So I think one thing we know that the Endymion in this perspective has a drop. It kind of is flat from the top of the wing set. I don't know any spaceship terminology for what parts of a ship are what. I don't remember the Einhander video game well enough to know if it goes into any detail. I know the Einhander is a, like, one-person aircraft. What? Oh, I built on top. And I should have built below. Let's do both. Here we go. So that looks about right. Then it comes inward. I'm gonna say like that. Kind of hard to tell. So yeah, that's approximately right. And it goes forward like so. Gummy ships are based off of a grid of their own, so do you think that would translate well into Minecraft? Except we're dealing with a lot of angles as well, so... Trying to think. If we said the one block of the Endymion is, we'll say 3 blocks in Minecraft, I don't think we'd have enough room that would seem like it would fit through the door. On quick maths. Alright, so you can see from here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I'm gonna say 9 units tall. Multiply that by 3 for 27. And then if it's 1, 2... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, maybe 10 units long. Kind of hard to tell from the angle. Shrink this back down. We're looking for about, if we go for 1 block is 1 unit in Kingdom Hearts is 3 blocks in Minecraft. Let's see. Let's use a different kind of block so you can keep track of this kind of measurement. We have, if we include the very, very bottom, which I don't really want to do, add up to the very, very top, which I also don't really want to do, our region selection says we're going from Y142 to Y94. We do some maths. We subtract 142 by 194. We get 98. So we can definitely do 27 blocks tall. Now if we look at length, like so, we're going from Z11 to Z negative 31. I think that's, I mean, that actually isn't the full length. There we go. We should be going from there to here. So, 12 to 38. That. That's a little tougher math. I think the difference is... I think that's 50, I want to say. Actually, can we... Using plot size, it's 110 by 100, 101, 101 by 101. That's plot size upgrades your plot from 51 by 51, which is what we already have. So I was pretty close with 50. That can upgrade it to... That can give us so much more space, actually. And... Oh, it only works for air theme. I see. So no, we have 50 blocks, which definitely fits our requirement of 30. 50 blocks in all of the directions definitely gives us enough room for a 30 by 30 by 27 build or something like that, which is what we were looking for. Okay, so with the math out of the way, I gotta think about how wide it is. One more second. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it'd be like 30 blocks wide by 30 blocks long, 27 blocks tall. Yeah. Okay. Okay. We are back. Alright, so we map out the 30 blocks, our new dimensions from the, and we go with the center like so. So, for how tall we want from this center, we want 27, so we go 1, 2, 3. I'm actually going to alternate so that we can get a multiple. I'm going to alternate the blocks we use. So we can clearly, or rather, we can more accurately get a sense of scale at a distance. So we make this the center. You know, the Endymion's an even number of blocks wide. But our thing is in the center, so let's actually make Endymion we went with estimated about 30 unit, or it's like 10 units wide. So convert that into Minecraft, we have room for a middle. So we'll make it 31 units wide, and for convenience sake, 31 units long and 27 units tall. Alright, so 1, 2, and what we're going to do when we get to the rest of the build, 1, see if my calculations were right for how wide this will be. But as I was saying, is we're using these placeholder blocks of emerald, diamond, and gold. The actual build is not going to have all that. We're going to replace some of the blocks and chisel things away so that it gets, we can have it be, it can look nicer. This is like a skeleton that we're building. Skeleton of a spaceship. Spaceship! Alright, so that's 1, 2, this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I've added the center one, so I think the total will be 11. That'd be 33. So the very last, let's just build sideways, so like this would be if I use gold and diamond for the quote-unquote original scale. One, two, yeah, that actually using just have the blocks off, branch off from the center will be better. So I can actually use 1, 2, go to our Pro Tools, go with cut, and cut. So go back to our stone. Yep. So, going off of this center block, if we build from the center, it'll be 33 by 33 by 33 by like 29. Or no, that would probably still be 27. Well, let's just go with it. So, back to what we had. I think I was right the first time. We'll make this 33 by 33. Or 33 by 27 by 33 is how Minecraft would put it. Okay. So we're looking for... Lineage was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's about how long, how wide the Endymion is. Then it's about, it's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 or 11 long. Hard to tell. But it's going from the center, so I think we used yellow for there, so we'll use red and red for the length. So from the center, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can definitely afford to offset our center. Go another one backwards. And these would be like one more to either side like that. Factoring in the middle like that, we have one more like that. We can add in one more here for an extra bit of like grace. So we can be a little bit larger than we want to be. Like, not sure how I explain it. Anyway, so around this center being like this, not that. Now, how tall do we make it? It's about 27 tall. So here we'll use our red. We've used red. We've used green. Let's use blue. Oh, that was not the right blue. Lapis lazuli block. And we'll use light blue. Let's use glass. Light blue, dark blue glass. There we go. So this is about as wide, that's about as long. Now for about as tall, it's actually have 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's definitely putting a breach on that height. 9. Alright. That'd be about as tall as we make it. I think that would fit in well with, because this is just clearing this, or even barely. I mean, say like the ship has some kind of pivots by the up here, so it can fold into gates like this. Maybe this gate is closing after opening all the way for the ship. Yeah. Alright, this looks like a bit of a mess, so let's polish this a little bit more. So, let's keep in mind these proportions. this is a boring part of building, but it's really good for when you don't want to undo and do your work a lot, is you gotta get used to some math. Like construction builders in real life, they use a lot of math to make sure the scale is right. There's our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'd be 27. Add one more here. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do want to say that if you're wanting to build something like this in vanilla Minecraft, don't use precious blocks like diamond and emerald for your sketching. I call these pre-plan build sketches, just an art habit. But this gets really expensive to do. It's really... You'd probably want to stick to something like using wool. And just alternate colors or placing to keep track of space at a glance. Like, if we were to use orange wool, because it's high visibility, we could say this to keep track of how large something is, rather than make use of a lot of these tile blocks. But in creative mode, I just like using these because it's clear, and also the blocks are a little bit garish, so it lets me know that those aren't part of the build. Get rid of them before it's done. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Five, 6. And I did move enough there, so it's gonna be a little bit off. It's tough to tell how large the Endymion actually is, but I think have it be, it's sort of dart shaped. It's like you have the cockpit over here, and it floats out to the engines, which are way up there. Have it be a little bit longer so that we have at least a tight corridor running down from the center of the ship. Sort of like the Serenity in the TV show Firefly. That might be good. So having something a little bit longer would be some good planning for the future. Let's go ahead and do that. Have it be one more. So it's now not going to be fit quite in such a square like before, where it was like 30, 30, 20, 30, 27, 30. Now it's a little bit longer than it is wider. But I think it'll still be good. Right, now for height. We just follow with the lapis lazuli and glass. It's not going to be as tall in the center. It's actually going to be taller here in the back. We look at our screenshot another time. It's about 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's like it's about as it's like its lower part and its upper part are almost the same. So it's about as tall as it is low. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But the height of it, the actual height comes more like over here. And it kind of staggers backwards. So here's where we get a bit of we'll build a bit of a checker pattern so we can keep an eye on, not that the diamond and emerald are for the sheer scale itself. But it's more like I don't know. Just made the image a little bit larger on my end. Sorry for tabbing out. I think what we're looking for. Well, we already know how long we want to go, how tall we want to go. And if we use the gold blocks, okay, like the outline for our wings. Right, so we have 2 more. Okay, so that's about as far and back as we'll go. Now for width, there's about we have about 3 blocks separation between the center and the like 1.5 units almost for when the actual start of the wings go. This is our center. That's our 1 block before it starts. Keeps tabbing out because I have full screen on Minecraft. It's rather annoying for stream quality. Alright. And if the center is roughly 2 blocks, like 1.5 on each side. Can't really do half blocks vertically or laterally. We can't put half slabs on walls, so we'll make do with it being about 1 block. And this side is, well, we might make the center like 5 blocks. Just do this to give us how large the cockpit is going to be. It's these flaps on the side. Sort of like that. And it has a lower area where I'm going to pull up another reference image. So okay, so what the size of the cockpit is it's about 3 units tall. There's like 1, 2, and it goes Because from this image, it kind of goes like it curves down at the top, and it goes low like that. And it has about a unit away. A unit gap. And roughly there is where it has its gun. Like the sword of the Einhander. So, and then it kind of makes me think of a welding mask, if that makes sense. So like it goes like that. And while it continues, so the central row is like 2 units wide, or tall. You can take a few liberties and stretch out, or round out the structure by building around the diamond, gold, and emerald, so that it seems a little more spacious on the inside. Then that's to the center. If we look back at our reference, is about 2, maybe 3 units at the back. Sorry for a lot of the tabbing out, I'm checking my resource that I can't have on the same screen as I play Minecraft. And whenever I tab out of Minecraft to pull up that resource, I also have to minimize like OBS and the chat. So there's a lot of finagling to get it to work. We're making do though. As I was saying, it's about like 2 of these gaps where this stops. Yeah, it works sort of like this. Hold on, pointing at the reference again. And about, alright, so about a unit from here. About a unit from here is where the Einhander hand, the moving claw of the ship used to pick things up, including the gun called the sword. That starts about there. It would descend like, I'm making this like a part of the room. Let's see. Yeah, it feels like the proportions are a little off. I have like, I take away that. So here's this, just like that. Okay, that's roughly where the claw kind of like starts here, has a joint there. Claw's actually right there. We'll make this 2 units wide, just to give us a little extra room to play with. Then I have the actual weapon. So, like, when we actually do the claw part, we might have it be like that. So it seems, it's not really a room. We're taking a little bit of a creative license with making it seem maybe like a weapons bay. Meanwhile, we have set up like another area over here. This kind of goes it's a little hard to tell, but we get about 3 units of space. 1, 2, 3. Or it has this like very gentle slope. It's like a, not gentle, it's more like shallow. So it's up to that. But I don't know if it sticks out like that. Or that. I'm gonna say it's like that. Gives us more room to mess with these sort of like thin area. Sort of like that. Let's do it on the other side as well. We're extending. Yep. You can get rid of this red line, since we've already mapped out this length. Mapping out how wide the cockpit should be to give it the feel. Having a sort of smooth frame. Get rid of that. Stand like so. Now for the gun, I'm actually going to make something a little different so that we can get the idea of a half block. Make it like that. Then it'll extend like this. Just to give us a sense of scale without having to fill in all those blocks. Since we're not going to build anything in the gun, we're just making it an aesthetic design. see, it extends about as far back as the main ship. Like the main ship hull. But it also has one block backward. Like an accoutrement. So it goes like this. Yeah. That's approximately right. Now, as wide as it goes, about where it connects. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And sorry for the constant tabbing out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is where it approximately hooks to the gun with this kind of claw hooks. Yeah. That makes it seem a bit more claw-like. Not sure how we'll even set up some kind of stairs or ladder to get down here, make it feel like a some sort of control room. Anyway. Alright. Now, it's about 5 blocks. And on the 4 block mark, so where it connects to right here, there's space to either side. This isn't room space. But we do want to make sure it's clear that this is a different material. So where it connects is a different material. Let's actually not use glass. Let's use wool for this. So this light blue kind of tells us that this is one material. A reference image says it's kind of hexagonal. And use this lime wool refer to what is more like plating. No. Now, the center gun's supposed to be about an even number of units wide, so having our center kind of throws calculations off a tiny bit. Do something like this. Kind of the gun kind of works like that. I think that works. And you extend this down the sides. And it would stop around here. So it goes there, stops around here, it turns into another material. Stops around here, where it turns it more into like the armor plating material. We have that space there. Then it extends outward a bit. Kind of like that, I think. I'm gonna have that for the arm, just gonna make sense. So, because normally the arm part is this very thin and narrow contraption. It starts like way up here, hooks down to here, and then on top, like that. So there's more space back here. In the drawing. So it's hard to make sense of these awkward slopes that start like right here. And like they start here, build up here, and they deplete down here. Yo, I think this works. So, kind of branches out here. Yep. Actually, doesn't have one right here. It's almost like it has a drum down here. Looks kind of like that. It's a little silly. I think at this point, we have a clear enough idea of what we want. We can ad-lib some of this, because the angles are rather odd at this point. Yo. So, I'm going to mirror this on the side. Remember, we're starting from this where it turns green. We're starting with the slope area. We have sort of Tetris S shape. We want to turn into a Tetris Z shape. Stand out here, we have right there and 2 blocks here. And it's full 3x3 right here. Turn the 2 right under there. Goes out another block right here. I think that's roughly the shape of the gun. Use this to do the extension of the gun barrel. I hope everyone's having a good day thus far. I'm doing pretty well myself. Here we go. No. It's a little cartoonish, I think. But I think it's mostly because of the colors. We moved to darker, like blacks and grays, and get into using slabs and stairs. I think this will look a lot nicer. But with the gun out of the way, most of the shape of the cockpit, the skeleton of the main area, let's see, where next? Have this, which has a bit of a break here. Let's go out a bit. Maybe... I've kind of been procrastinating on these wings because it's all angles. It's really difficult to gauge scale when it comes to lots of different angles in Minecraft. Because while you can do squares super easily, and you can do curves with some difficulty, triangles, I think, are the most difficult to accomplish in Minecraft. Because if it isn't a right triangle, it's gonna get a little tricky to imagine. Triangles are the unsung problem of Minecraft. Let's see. We extend from here. It's this odd shape in our diagram that's like these orange parts curve here, then it becomes a blue that's a little bit steeper. And I don't know if they're a full unit or not. Let's make them a full unit just to make my head ache less. If it looks a little odd, we can trim it down later. So from this angle where the blue turns, we have like a full block. That full block is another empty space where it's like a small turret. We'll do that for now. So, and after that we have another block of orange. And then another, like, thin slope on top. Probably could use slabs for that. And then we get to a part of the ship where I can't really see, which is this interior. I don't have any pictures of the enemy viewed from behind. So this is where it stops here. So I'm gonna say it's got at least a unit of space back here. Here it's just another connector to the wing engines. Okay. It's starting to look more and more like a ship. I'm gonna pull up my reference again. So we can't tell very clearly from this angle, but the wings are about 3 units wide each. And around here, there's what I have for this right here. There's also like this odd section over here. It's like, it's sort of like a curve. Then it has like another area over there. sort of like this. Not sure what kind of space you would use that for. There's also this area over here. It's like this sort of steep curve that goes into a softer curve. It has I'm gonna put it like this. It's like a triangle facing forward that's cut off on one end, then a smaller triangle on the bottom that fits up with that and is also cut off at the front. Gummy block shapes are weird. Why did I do this to myself? It's fine, it's fine. So that's approximately what that is. And then this goes out. So if I rearrange this, so that this matches up with our grid. So we have this. Then there'd be kind of, I'm gonna use the wool for the wings. I'm gonna alternate wool and diamond for the wings, just so we can keep track of which blocks are in the same space but are facing down, and which ones are in the same space facing up. I'll try and explain better as we go. So we have here, like this orange gets completed. In this unit, we need an emerald. But what it is it's kind of like a diamond facing like that way. And then, except in this space, we'd have a diamond that's facing up like that. So optical illusion makes it feel like it's not in the same space, but actually it is. If we go backwards again, we'd have a diamond and another emerald. This is another one of those upwards. So it's again same column, And still over here. Now is full Y, so do this again. We need one more. And here, where did my cursor go? Alright. Here it's like there are only 2 of these diamond downwards. So it's like 1 for here. Two. Alright, this is getting okay, so you have this with 1, 2, 3. It actually cuts off right there. This actually rounds off like that. Now you have to work on the upwards. So here we have 3 like they kind of look like they still make a hard line with this interior right here. So it's kind of like this is a slope, goes up here. It's like this is a little too. Like that slope should be more like this. It's a little steeper. So it's like this is almost completely done out. Cut off. And then it's like this. Works like that. They make it seem more like, yeah, that's better. Just gotta work out the geometry in my head. Alright. And then we have one more, these triangles. Yeah. Yep. This is still in synchronized with the other proportions. Let me back out, clean up my references. Right. So I don't have a view from the top. So we're gonna improvise again. So this backwards is this place area thing right here. Right here. Is where we put this is like the It's like a last segment of orange at the very, very end. So from this angle, it flat goes all the way like that. There are these sections that are sort of like it's like singular panels of lighter tones that run along here. Like, if I were to use a block closer in color, it'd be like if quartz ran like that. Right, don't need this gold anymore. We have our measurements. So you kind of have this angle. Flip the side picture again. Alright. So our wings go all the way out like this. There's even like this diamond area right here. There's another like section. It's like a very thin angle that is like, it goes out like here. It's sort of like this one. But also, like, it isn't as wide as this one. Maybe like this was like that, and that one then goes like that. If I filled out these, so that's sort of like that then. I think there's another section, like right here. Like this flat area on the side extends to the very back. But the back also has this like it goes almost like it's like it goes 3.5. It's like there's this section over here. It's hard to tell. It's not like I have any blueprints. I just have different pictures at different angles, but because it's a 3D thing with a lot of different triangles, it's hard to tell just where in the grid system it is. So you have this. I'm inclined to think this might be more like this. I'm pretty sure this quartz bit in gummy ship terms is a wing block to give the ship more maneuverability. Doesn't actually mean much in the rest of the build. Well, for one thing, in Minecraft, there are no aerodynamics we have to worry about. We might want to repeat that side now. Looks a little... Because of how Minecraft is, this is so long. Feels really narrow to just leave it at that. So I think we actually will go one more to the side. Breaking the rules a little bit of how the Endymion is. I just think having a little extra room will do us more good in the long run. Alright. So now that we have this side done, or at least this side more filled out. I like that a little more. It gives This gun looks so heavy down below. Having larger wings at the top that extend a little farther to the side, I think gives it a greater sense of balance in composition. So this filled out like this. I think we get rid of this gold. You don't need it anymore. Then we can work on trying to add something like this section right here. It's not actually going to be a room. It's sort of like sort of like a fin. So having this area over here, we make another skeleton of the wings so we can see what kind of shape we want to have. Having something like that, I think, would be good. So that actually is a little bit to think do that. How does this look? It's a little awkward. That's a little... That actually is kind of a neat design. It's not quite how it looks, but I've already said several times that we were going to improvise, even if we didn't actually do so at the time. That's... this is a good enough place to say we're improvising. No, that's for this corner. Had this, and it kind of goes... Oop. This is where it's getting really weird. Well, we're placing blocks on the outside of it, so we don't have to worry too much about building around this to make sure it shows. And do that. Just clearing away this gold. Wow. I'm gonna trim this down a little so it kind of ends over here. So it's like this part over here kind of mimics this part over here. Get rid of this fun shape over here. That sort of works. Just gotta come up with another layer down here to make sure that it meshes well with this. That almost works. Now, how do I want to... in this area right here. Well, I think I want to... get more space, this sort of top area. Used the wrong block. We add in like another diamond slope here. That kind of works like that. We add in this is getting a little confusing. So this would be emerald. This would be diamond. And I'll start there. Mine start there. that be an emerald. That be that. Diamond is right here. Emerald is taking up this slot as well. So the diamond should go here. And emerald is there. Three D grid checker patterns, everyone. Yep, still on track with the grid. Wait. Green, blue, green, blue, green. This is where I was being thrown off. So, this green's still there. It goes to blue. Here's blue. Here be green. There's blue again. There's green again. There's blue, blue, green. Yep. All is well with the world again. gonna cut out this hole right here. Cut out a hole right there. That can be the actual light engine. Now, if this was regular wood, I could copy this entire section, flip it, and then paste it back over here, so I don't have to redo all of this work with angles in the back. The triangles over here. And we can try. I don't think it'll work though. Set position A over here. Position B there. Copy. Type in help. No. Do rotate 180? No. Just won't let us do it. Darn. Well. Manual effort it is. Done it once, so it should just be got 3 triangles, 3 blue triangles. Now, you have the green triangle over here. You know, it's going a lot quicker than the other side. I think that mostly because we're going back and forth with the calculations and looking back at our reference sheet. Because now our reference sheet is in Minecraft. Sorry about that. Yo. I think this is turning out well. Thank you for sticking with this for so long. It does look a little weird with just the green and blue. And granted, the original Einhander Endymion ship is blue, not the shade of blue. The picture that I have on the screen, I messed with the colors a little bit. Just giving it a touch more teal. And I think we could replicate with prismarine blocks. We can't do the prismarine slabs or stairs, but we can do like the regular bricks. That's kind of close. Also works well with diamond if we decide to use that. Now we're getting to the part where it's starting to get a little bit confusing with headspace. Alright. We're getting to the really tricky bit. I should say, if you're ever looking to get better at odd shapes in Minecraft, improve your building, a really good thing to do is to do something like this. Just make shapes. For example, this spaceship, the Endymion, you could look at this, and if I showed you a picture of the actual Einhander ship, you'd be able to tell, oh yeah, that's getting kind of close. And this is even before I use more accurate block combinations. Like if I used like orange and cyan wool, or orange and light blue wool for the wings. That'd make it more accurate. Not this weird lime and blue checker pattern. But just working on the shape, regardless of the blocks you use. If you can get that down, you have a really promising build. I mean, not to toot my own horn and say the build I have is the absolute epitome of what you should accomplish. But yeah, that is what I'm saying. Right. Now for the underside of the wing, we can leave out that circle because we now know we're going to put an engine there. But we can put that. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That. Put blue of the same on the other side. Do the green, and we cut off the side. See. Didn't mean to fall down. Let's see. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and like that. So we have something like a upwards triangle, like an upside down. And we cut off here, so on this angle, it's 6 blocks. It looks like an upwards triangle. Yeah. Now we can use the stone trick. Not much of a trick, more like a stone placeholder. Yosh! Yosh! Awesome, awesome, awesome. Alright, let's fill up this area. I feel like a ship like this, a ship design like this, would work really well if you wanted to do some kind of sci-fi roleplay. Don't you think? Like, we've supersized this from how it is originally. The Einhander ship in the Square Enix game Endymion is a one-man spacecraft. So it's like it only has enough space inside for one person, and you just kind of fly it like a plane. We've stretched this out so it's a lot more like you could have a number of people, like a small crew. Which I think is really cool. We can also get rid of this stone, and this golden glowstone. We don't need it anymore. Yes, we're almost there. Almost done with the design, at least on the outside draft. For one thing, there's this inside area that I don't have an image of in my references. I also don't have an underside to show how it looks like from this angle. I think I'm gonna add some structures off on the side underneath the wing, just so that we have more room to maneuver and like have places like what you would expect in a a sci-fi show, like how many rooms a spaceship with a crew has. Like one thing, we can add these structures right here. Yep. This is a lot better. It's better and better with each edition. I'm gonna add a section over here. And here. Yosh. Let's take it a step further and add some stuff right here. Can probably make the section back here look a little more like this right here. Yeah. That's pretty good. Now, Endymion also has these flaps near the back. I'm gonna consult my reference when, like so. So, the Endymion flaps actually fit about here. And also we can come back to this arm. We can slowly make it more and more like yeah, like you know, just kind of see the arm like comes here, connects here with a joint. It's like the arm kind of like comes here, that, and it grabs hold of the gun there. But I kind of want to make it so that you could walk in and like almost as if this is another turret, so that you could look out like from a position here almost. I think that'd be cool. But if we go over this, we could try and encase this in a handy block, like we used prismarine, dark prismarine, red sandstone. Do we get the slabs? Nope. No, it's like server's selection of blocks is a tiny bit limited due to how it updates. You could use acacia wood for the orange. You can also... I don't know how it would look if we encase this, add another layer to the whole build. It would give us a bit more a bit more room to dig in and add textures through shape alone. Something to think about. We've been at this for 3 hours. I think it's a good time to take a break and stop the stream. We can revisit this some other time. Let me just... You can add those flaps off the side like I had mentioned just a moment ago. This goes out like so. This extends 3, 6, 7. That's 7 from the center. Finish up that extension on this side. Then we'll call it a day. Just one more block. Kind of expected that it would take us all of the stream to do the planning, but I would like to finish at least with this planning portion before ending the stream. We can continue on Monday. Oh, looks like we got someone. It says a friend joined. Didn't join the world though. Huh. Anyway, we got just a little bit more. Nope. And here we have description. Yes. Now it's done. Take a step back. I appreciate the... darn. Come on, I just... want to be done. we go. Any other obvious holes in the build? No? Good. Alright, now we're stopping. For our own safety. So thank you all for watching. This stream's coming over. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. If you all learned something from this and enjoyed it as I have. If you like this content, let me know in the comments below how it can improve, and maybe leave a like if you want to. Yeah. That's all for the stream. We'll have another stream Monday. Bye bye.